Let's start by hearing for these players one more time. Just on behalf of everybody in our program, I'd like to thank everybody that's here today. I'd like to thank anybody that's listening when they broadcast this later. And certainly want to thank the people that were with us in Minnesota the last couple of days. We really appreciate your support. Can't say it enough. No. First, if I could start off with some thank yous, and then I would love to tell you about I'm gonna tell you about my team. Let me tell you about this team that I loved. You know, we won 9 games in a row to win the Big 12 regular season championship. And it's something I'll never forget. We won the Big 12, but Iowa State's on the floor. It's almost unheard of to do, to win 9 games in the Big 12. But this team is always will be known as the first Big 12 champions. That same consistency that won the Big 12 then continued in March on the biggest stage, where we won 5 games in a row of the NCAA tournament to play last night's championship game. The biggest thing with this team is really easy to talk about, because I've been thinking about it for a long time, is this team basically just embodied everything we're about. Those of you that follow our program and support us, you've heard things about 4-to-1, the mental is the physical is 4-to-1. This team lives that. It's not just a t-shirt or wristband for us, it's who these guys are. You'll hear other things about our program, that we embrace discipline and respecting the opponent, and humility and no entitlement. That's exactly who these guys are. They win with class, and last night we ran out of time with class. Also want to recognize, our worthy opponent last night. We have nothing but respect for Virginia. Their coach sent me a text message this morning and basically just complimented the way our guys played the game, the way they acted, the way they handled the tough finish on our end. It just solidified everything I already knew about these guys. These guys are the real deal when it comes to character and being real men and real competitors. These guys. Lastly, just one last illustration how much these guys really bought into being a team and together and represent us all so great. Last night, we obviously didn't get done until really, really late. By the time we got back to the hotel and had some team meetings, it was well into the early morning. And because of the travel and all, we had to set it up to have a 10 a.m. breakfast, come down with all your bags packed, and then we get on the airplane and head back to Lubbock. As a coach, you never know, it's kind of the season's over. And so normally guys won't be there right at 10 and things, but when I walked into breakfast this morning about 2 minutes before 10, every player was there, on time, sitting together, no cell phones during meals, which is something we believe in. And I just had this moment, it just hit me. Basically what happened this year is these guys embody everything perfectly about our program, and the record books might not show it, but I think they're champions. They're champions. I wish I could sit here and tell you about each guy individually, because they're all such a huge part of our team. You know, the guys that weren't playing a lot of minutes in some of these games that some of you might not be as familiar with as other guys, really were the core of our team. Their unselfishness, the guys that played hard in practice every day, the guys that took their role on were just as important as our leading scorers. So I'm just so proud of everybody on our roster. I do want to take a quick minute though and talk about 5 of these guys. You know, my whole career we've always really kind of embraced the seniors. The seniors are always the leaders and captains of our team. And I just think that's the way college basketball should be. We had 4 special ones. But today I'll make a slight exception. I want to talk about a sophomore from Lubbock, Texas. You know, the thing that I'll remember about Jared Culver, other than his talent, how good a basketball player he is, and just what kind of person he is. I mean, he's the best player type guy. He's most humble, humility, no entitlement, all about the team. And so, Jared, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for Tech basketball. Jared and his family will make a decision in the next couple of days, the week, and whatever Jared decides, we will support 100%. And he'll always be a part of our program, always. Now I'd like to bring these 4 seniors up on the stage. Come on, my guys, 4 seniors. Way back in October, when all those magazines started coming out and those rankings, everybody had us last in the Big 12. Nobody had us playing in the NCAA tournament, but these 4 guys behind me had a different plan. Braden and Lawrence were such huge parts of our Elite 18 2 years ago. They really were the backbone of everything we did. In terms of leadership, I've never had 2 more seniors that I'm more proud of. And then Matt and Tariq trusting their senior years with our program. Coming in at first as great followers. Guys that just wanted to fit in and learn what this was all about. And then as time went on, started leading in their own ways. But simply stated, these are the 4 best seniors that I've ever coached. And they took us to a championship. People ask me all the time, including today, you know, hey, Coach, how can we help? Love your guys, love what you're doing, thank you, how can we help? It's real simple, just support Tech athletics. I mean, it's all related. We, right now we got baseball. I want baseball to win a national championship this year. Help them out. Let's support track and field, let's support softball, let's support golf, all the spring sports. And then certainly next fall, it's time to get AT&T Stadium filled again for Coach Wells. It's time. When you support Tech, when you support Tech athletics, you support basketball, it's all related. That's really what's happened here in basketball in a short time, in our 3 years. And so that's the biggest thing anybody in here can do to help, is just to support the other teams and the programs and the university in a whole. And I promise you we'll do our small part with men's basketball to be back on this stage next year. Again, in closing, on behalf of all of our players and our staff and everybody who presents today is hopefully, we really appreciate it. We're going to try to do it again next year. Guns up.